Welcome back to the channel, boys. Magic round. It was magic. It was magic, boys. We did it. We did it. We cracked the top 1,000. What a roller coaster. I'm going next year. I'm going next year. I've got a Bucks party next year. The Bucks party is going to be at Magic Round. I can tell you that for free. I don't even know where to start, honestly. Every single game was magic. Every game. 1641. Went up 1,150 spots in rank. 886 rank. It's a magical feeling. The Soy Boys will be hating this right now. Oh my god. They would be pissed. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's have a look. Let's go over. Let's do our quick fire. We'll do a quick fire. We'll go over just game by game. We'll just have a quick little shout out to players. Sharks beat the Eels. VC'd Hines. Looped him. I thought to myself, I'm like, you know what? I want to get in early with my captain choice. I want to get in early because I knew that the ground was going to be dog shit. That didn't actually come to fruition because quite a lot of really high scores ended up coming throughout the back end of Magic Round. So I was a little bit off with that theory, but I still looped Hines, which actually became a very, not a very decent captain score, but it did the job. 117. People who traded in Nicola, bang, got his score. Here's the thing though with Nicola. I know everybody's going to be rushing to get him. If he doesn't score a try, you're going to be licking your wounds, honestly. His base is so poor this year. So if you're going to be trading in Nicola, you are honestly hoping that he scores every week. Because if he doesn't, get used to scoring 40s and 45s. Because, yeah, it's just not going to happen for him. Fanua Blake went a bit low for his standards. Mulatalo, again, shit the bed. Tricky Trindle didn't get any of the ball. It was the Hines show. Eels, there's no one really that stands out. That's someone that you really want to try and aim for instead of maybe Dylan Brown. Man, Hopgood's going to be cheap soon. He's going to be so cheap. What's Hopgood's BE? 68. He's 489k. After this week's score, he's going to be down to 450k. Hopgood. Oh. Roosters Dolphins 36-26. It was the Teddy and Toya show. Obviously, man, if I had $1 for every single person that said, if only I played him this week. Yeah, Nafahu White 59. Billy Smith, man. He has been a shit trade-in. Straight up. Billy Smith has been a shit trade. And I even called it myself. I was like, you get Billy Smith in and you play him, and he doesn't score a try, you're going to be left with 30s to 35s. That's exactly what's going to happen. It just didn't go to him all game. Billy Smith did not get any ball all game. It was the Toya Tedesco, Mark. It was their shows, and yeah, that's just what happens, mate. That's how the cookie crumbles. Herbie with his typical 70 plus. He's going to be a target for a lot of people this week. If you don't have him already and you need a gun center, Herbie's your man. Rabbits, Knights. Finally, the Knights found form against a C-grade Rabbitohs. Traded in Sharp. 128. Couldn't have asked for a better result. Absolutely loving that situation there, boys. Absolutely loving it. Dylan Lucas with an 89. Traded him in, so There's no better feeling than going bang bang with both of your trades. Greg, 74. Yep. If you haven't got him, get him in. The Knights, Ponga looked a little bit better. He looked a little bit better. Well, he actually looked a lot better. They're back at home next week against the Titans. They could really put it on. They've got a bit of confidence back now. There's a couple of players coming that could be potentially coming back for the Titans next week. There's rumours that JC could be coming back. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But I think that's going to be a very high scoring game between the Knights and the Titans, because both sides, when they click, both sides can put on some points. Obviously, the Knights haven't been putting the points on this year because they absolutely suck. But like I said, Knights found form against the C-grade Rabbitohs. So, Warriors, Cowboys, man, I was so wrong. One thing that I'll always do, right, if I'm wrong about something, especially when it comes to SuperCoach, footy, whatever, I'll put my hand up and I'll say that I'm wrong. I had the Warriors wooden spoon. I was so wrong. I was wrong. I am so sorry to all my New Zealand viewers out there. Got it wrong. Warriors are looking really, really good this season. Metcalf has gone up a level. Harris Tavita's so busy, man. He's in everything all the time. They've just managed to find a good rhythm with everything that they're doing at the moment. I really, really like how the Warriors look. As a Dragons fan, the Warriors play the Dragons at Wynn Stadium this Friday. Oh, man, I am not looking forward to that game. I might be going, but it's going to be a tough watch. I think it's going to be a tough watch. Cows, Drinky with a 127. If you haven't got Drinky yet, now is the week to get him before he becomes unreachable. Nanai with an 83. He was like Nanai and Murray. These players, they're going to be playing Origin. Same with like Did and 18th Man. Like I really wanted to target them. I really wanted to. If you saw my post earlier, I really wanted to get both Nanai and Murray. I even doubled, like, I was just like, oh. They're going to be the ones that you're just going to have to wait. You're just going to have to wait till after Origin, or even like, it's just going to, yeah. They might back up throughout Origin, but I doubt it. Tigers and the Dragons. Jaden Sewer. If Jaden Sewer just puts the ball down, that's it. He had the ball. He ran over the try line, untouched, and he drops the ball. If he puts the ball down, the Dragons win that game. That's about as clear cut as it gets. Because Buller then takes the ball, runs the whole length of the field, scores the try. They go 12 points ahead, blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. It's so frustrating being a Dragon supporter sometimes, eh? It's so frustrating because that would have been a great win. Get some confidence, beat the Tigers, up against the Warriors next week at home. Like, it could have been a roll-on, but yeah, man. Bulldogs and the Titans. Also, just quickly back on the drag. If you haven't sold Gutho yet, please, for your mental sake, sell Gutho. I don't know what you're doing if you're still holding, but Gutho's probably going to be about 500k in the next 2 weeks. So if you want to lose another 100k, by all means, hold him this week against the Warriors. Anyway, moving on to the Titans and the Bulldogs, friends. Jacob Kiraz. My God. Like, I got Jacob Kiraz in, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, and I've thoroughly enjoyed his scores. Now I'm shitting myself because now I'm thinking, fuck, is he going to play Origin? I didn't trade in Kiraz with any thought that he was going to play Origin this year. Let's just hope Brian Toto comes back. Let's just hope Toto keeps that spot. But yeah. Preston, he's gone for 3 to 4 weeks. Condolences to people who owned him. If you do own him and he's gone for 3 to 4, that is probably a trade out. Way too much money to be just sitting on the pine there for 4 weeks. Even though I might sound like a hypocrite because I've held JC for the last 2 or 3 weeks, but 2RF is a lot more filled with options, and 5'8" is dog water at the moment. My boy Bo Firma. I'm like a proud dad. I've had Firma since like round 3. He then abused me and played in the centres for 2 weeks and scored really, really poorly. But outside of that, he has been an absolute world beater. If you take out the 2 scores where he played centre, Firma is averaging 83 points at 2RF. Don't quote me exactly 83. I did the math like a few hours ago. It might be 83, 82, 84. Don't shoot me. But I'm pretty sure he is averaging not well into the 80s, but he's averaging 80 plus at 2RF. He's about to be 750k in like the next 2 weeks if you don't get him now. The week was to get him last week. I could probably get on board getting him this week, but there is a world where he does play Origin. I really, really hope he doesn't, because that would mean that I'll lose Karaz and Firma, but yep. Moving on, Panthers and the Broncos. Panthers, man. It's going to be like 1 week, it's going to be the young guys full of confidence. The next week, it's just going to be like this for the Panthers. It's just going to be up and down, up and down, up and down all season. It's, man, Cleary's try. How it was almost exactly the way that he scored in the grand final. That's spooky. Like, think of the odds of that. You play someone in the grand final and then you score a try against the same opponent and score almost the exact same way. Crazy times. Traded Jenkins out a couple of weeks. That absolutely stings, but that's what happens when Casey McLean glue hands gets moved out of the side and Jenkins actually receives some ball. So hindsight would have told me that if I knew that Casey McLean was going to get dropped, I probably would have held Jenkins and I probably would have played Jenkins. Anyway, you can't win them all, can ya? Moving on. So, Blaze Tulagi, 68. He is still a genuine option for people if they need a pod 5'8". Broncos, Payne Haas doing his normal thing. Carrigan, Cobbo, Ben Hunt. Now, Ben Hunt, with Ezra Mam due back now, if Hunt gets moved to 9, which he probably will, that's a bargain at his price. Like, how much is he? He's 388k. He's going to be definitely one to watch. If you can slot him in at 5'8" next to Munster, it just sounds a bit disgusting though, because obviously both will be playing Origin. But you could honestly make like 300k off Ben Hunt if he starts playing 9. Yeah, that's definitely one to watch. Storm and Raiders, like, I'm just going to shout out because I know Trent Liero watches my pod religiously. If I was you, mate, I would be staying well away from Craig Bellamy for at least 2 weeks. I hope you're okay, mate. Honestly, Bellamy would have absolutely you after full time in the sheds. Yeah. Not good, mate. Not good. You're going to be dreaming of the word discipline for a long, long, long time. I actually said previously that Raiders were going to be actually quite tough this game, and I was this close to tipping them. But I was like, no, like, it's magic round, Storm will turn up, blah, blah, blah. The Raiders are a good side. Honestly, Ricky finally has a top 4 side. He finally has a top 4 side. I will be shocked if they don't make the top 4 this season. especially with their draw. Like, let's have a look at this. Like, let's just go. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look at Raiders' draw for the rest of the season. Hear me out. Ready? So they have the Bulldogs next week, and the Bulldogs are missing quite a lot of players. Then they go Titans, Warriors, Roosters, Souths, Tigers, Knights, Dragons, Parramatta, Knights, Dragons, Manly, Penrith, Tigers, and Dolphins. I genuinely think the Raiders can win 90% of the remaining games in their season. I'm not even joking. Like, honest to God. They can beat the Titans. Warriors will be 50-50. They can beat the Roosters. They beat South. They beat Tigers. They beat Knights. They beat Dragons. They beat Para. They beat Knights. They beat Dragons. Manly's, you never know. They beat, come round 25 against Penrith. We don't know. We'll see where Penrith is. They beat Tigers. They beat Dolphins. Wow. Yeah, all right. Let's get into my side quickly. So, obviously, our side is actually set up quite well. There's going to be some really big question marks around what I do this week because I don't know what to do with Jaden Campbell. He's back this week. Now, if you're a JC owner like me, let's just have a look at his draw, and I want you to tell me in the comments what you think about this draw. I'll give you a hint. It smells really bad. This week they have the Knights. Then they have the Raiders into a bye, into the Storm, into Broncos, into Manly. Yeah. Really don't like that for Jaden Campbell. So one of the options is obviously going down to the new Dragons cheapie. Now, if we do that, that is actually quite risky because we don't know what Flanagan has in store for Lachlan Ilias. Now, Lachlan Ilias had a really, really good game in New South Wales Cup. He scored 2 tries. But that's Lachlan Ilias' level. He has found his level at New South Wales Cup. He is shit in first grade. He is good in New South Wales Cup. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what happens there because if, I don't know how, is it King Togia? Excuse me if I've pronounced that wrong, but let's just say he keeps his side. Let's just say he gets named this week. He plays against the Warriors. He absolutely kills it. He comes out. That's his side then. He's not going to lose that side. Then we've got 510k. Now that gives me the cash to go Finney all the way up to Garrick. Now that there leaves me with $91,000 for next week. And I look at my side and I think I don't need to make any trades. I've got Starling up the top. He's doing a little bit of a job. Haas, May, Lucas, Tino, Katoa, Olakawatu, Horse, Hines, Cleary, Munster, Karaz, Garrick, Marzu, Firma, Tamale, Pappenhausen, Drinky, Sharp. Who do I need to trade? Honestly, who do I need to trade? I don't know. You tell me. But let's just have a quick little squeeze. Like, obviously, most traded out in my side. People are fleeing the Mamazelis ship, which I can understand. Like, if you're going up to someone like a Cam McInnes, don't mind that trade at all. People are trading in Riley Smith. I'm not quite sure why you're doing that unless you're getting rid of Watson. People are trading out the Horse. I can get on board purely because he probably plays Origin. He's going to lose a lot of cash. I don't like that rotation at the moment at the Raiders. Yeah. Billy Smith, I can get on board. He's been a shit trade in. A lot of people are trading in Ponga. Please be careful about that. It's going to be probably a 2-week play for Ponga. You're chasing last week's points. He probably plays Origin, and then you're going to be missing a decent chunk. I don't want to talk anyone out of it, but if I had the option and I didn't have Sharp, I'd probably go Sharp over Ponga, purely because if Ponga does go to Origin, which he likely does, Sharp goes back to fullback, and then you're going to get Ponga's points at fullback through Sharp. So just one to keep in mind for the people playing at home getting in Ponga this week. I don't think that's a good idea. People trading out Munster, are you okay? Especially against the Tigers. 621 people. Have I missed something? Why? Yeah. Sua, I wouldn't be trading him in either just yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I want to keep this nice and quick. I want to keep this under 20 minutes. It's 21 minutes. Let me know how you went in the comments. Drop your scores in the comment section. Leave a like. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what your trades are this week. And yeah, Magic Round was a ripper. Well done to everyone who scored well. If you haven't scored well this week, I don't know what to tell you, but much love. See ya.